What's up everyone? I got a 5 Rooster victory for you today, and on theory I thought that I would get this run way sooner than I actually did, but Rooster isn't a very good unit actually, unless you scale it, that is, because a 5-3 stat line for turn 7 where it initially shows up isn't that good, and the chick that it spawns is only a 2-1, so it's basically a strictly worse version than Deer unless you buff it. So it all comes down to the scaling that you find for the Rooster. But yeah, it's going to be a while until I find my first Rooster, so for now I'm not really even giving it my all, I'm going for picks. At this point in time that the run was recorded, I had already gotten a 5-pick win, but I was like, why not go for for a strong picks anyway, because I think I've been undervaluing the picks slightly. The very strong attack usually comes through quite often, unless you're going up against mosquitoes and crickets, but even in that case you can see that they had 2 mosquitoes, but because my picks now have more than 1 attack, it's no big deal. I ended up losing anyway, but that's because of different reasons, because my team isn't that good. That's scaled up, I should say. The team is good, but it has slow stats. But yeah, I'm going to be struggling a little bit. I think this round, it's going to be a win. Yeah, very luckily my strong pick takes out their 2 strongest units, so that results in me winning. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be the turn where I find my first Rooster. Yeah, and quite nicely that I have a giraffe on my team. Now I can start buffing it straight away. You could have argued that I could have sold the duck for the extra 2 HP on the Rooster, but the duck is a 5-6, and at this point in the game it's kind of difficult for me to say goodbye to it. Like you can see here, it barely clutches the draw, so imagine if I had sold it, I was going to be losing that round. And with Rooster you can't really afford to be losing in the early game, because in my opinion at least, Rooster is a very good unit late game, and it can carry you if you survive the initial Bison teams like you can see here. But with the strong Rooster and the garlic armor, I ended up winning, and I find my second Rooster. I give up on picks here because I find the Rooster, and very luckily I end up leveling into Seal, which Seal is extremely good, especially with Roosters. That way you can buy salads and sushis. Like I'm hesitant to buy the salad here because there's a nice chance that the Roosters, I mean the Seal won't be hit, the Roosters might be hit, but what I want is the Seal to be hit with the buff. So yeah, I managed to settle for a pair. That way I know that the buff is going to land on the Seal. And yeah, it's very helpful to have the stats on the Seal as well. It's going to be clutching quite a bit of victories, as you will see later on. But yeah, the Seal is so good, it even makes foods like the apple worthwhile. That way you can end up getting +3/+3 from a single apple. And at this point in the game, that's no small deal. I was going to say no big deal, but it's the exact opposite. And yeah, if I manage to get a level 2 Seal, it's going to be even better. And it's quite nice that the only units apart from my Seal that I have are the Rooster, so that the Seal can't get a wrong target. And I think I mistakenly bought this Rooster prematurely, because with this cow I finally understood what I needed to do. And you really want to have a free spot open for any cow place. Yeah, it's mostly cow, but the cow gives insane buffs, like +2/+4 from the milk, and the Seal gives an extra +4/+4 if it's at level 2. I'm already thinking that it's going to be level 2 because I have 2 Seals on the team, and I believe I'm going to be finding the third Seal. Yeah, here it is. But now all that's left to do is finding good food, which I'm not really very lucky with that, but at the end of this turn I find the cow and the sushi, which I don't need to tell you probably that it's very good. I think, yeah, I'm going to be winning this round. Yeah, you can see how strong these roosters are, even at I'd say mediocre stats, even a little bit subpar for this point in the game. It's so strong. But yeah, you can see that even with one turn of food buffs, with proper food buffs, the roosters basically doubled their stats, only because of the seal. I might honestly rank seal as an S tier unit now, just because of how good it is. And yeah, it's a pleasure for me to go up against an elephant blowfish team, because most of the time they do nothing to me. Most of the time my gameplay when I'm doing 5 of a kind revolves around getting strong units, and strong units mean that I end up one-shotting the elephant and the camel slash blowfish. So most of the time those teams aren't an issue for me. What is an issue though is this summon team and teams like it. But yeah, I think I was kind of unlucky losing that fight by 1 HP, and I think that will result in me losing the entire battle. Yeah, it was quite close though. Usually when you see a summon team you write it off as a loss, but with such strong roosters, and even a level 2 rooster now, this team is no joke. It's going to take out a lot of the opposition. Like usually the 5 of a kind teams are kind of weak, so you need to be lucky with the teams you go up against, but I think these roosters can take out pretty much any team, besides food teams maybe. And yeah, you can see that I'm quickly approaching the end of this run. I think this is going to be the last turn actually, and thankfully for me I find the 2 roosters beforehand, so I don't need to worry about rolling into roosters. And I'm doing some final calculations, making sure that I have just enough gold to buy the cow, sell the cow, get some final food buffs, and I'm right on the money. I have 6 gold left, enough to buy just 2 roosters. So yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy us with this upcoming summon team. Well, I say destroy, but it's not going to end up so dominant. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, sub, do all the generic stuff, leave a nice comment if you can, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.